Interject. This monologue is quite long. So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You're too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are
You're too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister,
report you to the
Minister, let me
president.
speak.
Who are you for me to report you?
Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commission of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not. What your profession is. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right.
So, my people, today's story is one of those moments that got everyone online talking. You know, when something happens and within minutes, the whole internet is on fire. That's exactly what happened when Minister of Works, David Umahi, and Aris, TV anchor, Rufai Oseni, went head-to-head live on television. The exchange was hot, it was unexpected, and it left so many Nigerians debating who was right and who was wrong. Before we go deep into this gist, please do me a little favor. Just like this video right now and subscribe to Pulse Niger News so you don't miss any of our stories. We always bring you real-time, balanced, and interesting updates from Nigeria and around the world. Now, let's go back to what really happened. During a live interview on Arise TV, Rufai Oseni was asking Minister Umahi some very direct questions about the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. This project is a big deal, one of the largest in Nigeria's history, running through multiple states along the coast. Nigerians have been curious about how much it costs, how it was awarded, and who's really behind the contract. Rufai, being known for asking tough and fearless questions, pressed the minister about transparency, figures, and documentation. At first, the conversation was calm. Umahi was explaining the project, saying how it would boost development and connectivity. But within a few minutes, tension started building. Please, like this video right now if you've ever seen a live TV argument that made you pause and replay. Because that's exactly what happened here. A real heated moment. So, as Rufai continued asking questions, Umahi suddenly snapped. He told Rufai, "Let me speak, young man. Shut up and let me speak." That's the part that broke the internet. Nigerians were shocked, not just because of what he said, but how he said it. The tone was sharp, and the atmosphere in the studio changed immediately. Rufai tried to maintain composure, but you could tell he was taken aback. Now, before we go further, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that red button below. It's free, and it helps us bring you more balanced and interesting updates like this one. Back to the story. Within minutes of that live exchange, clips started spreading across Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. People began to take sides. Some said Rufai was simply doing his job as a journalist and that the minister overreacted. Others argued that Rufai's tone was too aggressive and that Umahi deserved some respect as a government official. The discussion quickly moved from the actual topic of road construction to the issue of respect, accountability, and communication between the press and public officials. That's the beauty and chaos of the internet. One moment can change the whole conversation. Now, let's be honest, both men are stronger personalities. Umahi, as we all know, is a very assertive politician, former governor of Ebonyi State, now Minister of Works. He doesn't shy away from confrontation. Rufai, on the other hand, is known for asking hard questions and not backing down easily. Put these two in the same room, leave on air, and sparks were bound to fly. If you're enjoying this gist so far, please like this video right now. It really helps the channel grow and lets us know that you love this kind of real-time political gist. After the interview aired, social media went wild. People started posting memes, clips, and reactions. Some were saying, Rufai deserves an award for calmness, while others said, Umahi was right to demand respect. It became a full-blown online debate. Even journalists, politicians, and influencers joined in, each giving their own opinion on who handled it better. Now, let's talk about what made this exchange even more interesting. It wasn't just about emotions. The topic itself was sensitive. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road is a multi-trillion naira project that has attracted both praise and criticism. Many Nigerians want to know if due process was followed, how the contract was awarded, and whether the project truly benefits the people or just a few connected individuals. So, when Rufai asked Umahi for specific figures, like how much per kilometer, who's funding it, and if the documentation is public, those were valid questions. But Umahi felt the questions were asked in a disrespectful tone, and that's where the misunderstanding grew. Now, let's pause for a moment. What do you think? Was Rufai wrong for pushing too hard? Or was Umahi wrong for reacting too harshly? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. I'll be reading them, and I really want to know what side you're on. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're just getting started with this gist. After the interview, people started analyzing every second of the clip. Body language, tone, facial expressions, everything. You know how Nigerians can break down a video frame by frame. Some said Umahi was clearly triggered when Rufai asked if the ministry could provide documentation. Others said Rufai's interruptions made it sound like he didn't want Umahi to finish his explanation. Meanwhile, Aris TV didn't delete the clip. They left it up. And that alone tells you that they stand by their journalist. On the other hand, Umahi didn't back down either. In some follow-up comments, he insisted that he would not tolerate disrespect, no matter who it comes from. Please, like this video right now if you believe that respect and accountability can coexist. Because that's really the lesson here. Now let's look at this from another angle. Beyond the clash, there's a deeper issue. This incident reflects how tension often plays out between journalists and government officials in Nigeria. When the media tries to hold power to account, emotions can rise quickly. Some politicians feel they are being attacked. Some journalists feel they are being silenced. Finding that balance is what builds a healthy democracy. Think about it. The media is the voice of the people. Their job is to ask questions on behalf of millions of Nigerians who don't have access to government offices. So when Rufai asked those questions, he was representing the curiosity and concern of everyday citizens. But at the same time, the way you ask questions also matters. Respectful tone and patience can help bring out better answers. If you're still watching, thank you. Please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't. It's free, and it helps us bring you more real and balanced political stories. Now, as the debate continued online, some people started sharing old clips of Umahi during his days as governor, saying this isn't the first time he's had a public clash with journalists. Others defended him, saying he's just passionate and wants people to focus on results instead of drama. And honestly, passion is not bad. But when passion turns into shouting, people stop listening to your message. That's exactly what happened here. The argument overshadowed the discussion about the coastal road project. And that's unfortunate because Nigerians need clear answers about how such a massive project will affect them. Another interesting thing that happened after the clip went viral was how other journalists reacted. Many came out supporting Rufai, saying journalists should never be silenced for doing their jobs. Some civil society organizations even reminded public officials that freedom of the press is part of democracy. Please, like this video if you believe that journalism should be protected and respected. Now, beyond the clash, there's something else this story shows: the power of social media. Years ago, if a minister argued with a journalist, only a few people might hear about it. But now, with one click, the entire nation, even Nigerians abroad, can see it instantly. That's both powerful and dangerous. Powerful because it spreads awareness. Dangerous because it can also spread misinterpretation if people watch only a few seconds and not the full clip. So, let's give some credit to those who actually watch the full interview before forming opinions. That's how we should approach stories like this, with context and fairness. If you agree, please hit the like button right now. It really helps this video reach more people who love balanced, intelligent gist. Now, what's next? The question is, how will this affect both Rufai and Umahi going forward? For Rufai, this moment has actually boosted his credibility among some viewers who see him as fearless. For Umahi, it's a reminder that his words carry weight and that public reactions can shape how people perceive leadership. In the next few weeks, it will be interesting to see if either of them addresses the issue again, maybe with a calmer tone. Some fans are even calling for a part 2 interview so that both sides can talk again, but with mutual respect this time. That would be something to see, right? If you'd love to see that happen, drop a comment below and say, yes, I'd love a part 2. And please like this video. It keeps the conversation alive. Now, as we round up, let's not forget the bigger picture. Nigeria is in a time when people want accountability, transparency, and real progress. Every question matters. Every answer counts. Our leaders must learn to engage the media with patience, and journalists must continue to hold power accountable, but respectfully. So whether you're Team Rufai or Team Umahi, the message is clear. Dialogue is better than drama. Let's focus on the issues, not the shouting. Please subscribe to Pulse Nature News right now if you enjoy this gist. We'll continue to bring you updates, not just the noise, but the meaning behind it all. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next story. And before we go, tell me in the comments, who do you think handled this better, Rufai or Umahi? And more importantly, what lesson do you think public officials and journalists should learn from this kind of exchange? I'll be replying to as many of your comments as possible. Remember, like this video before you go. It helps us grow, it keeps us motivated, and it tells YouTube that you enjoy our political gists. That's all for today's gist. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always engaging. And thank you for being part of the Pulse Niger News family. Until next time, stay informed, stay calm, and always think before you react, whether you're behind the camera or in front of it.